Well, hello. New gate installed. There's my grass seat. I just thought I would do a live after a sheer amount of time off live videos purely because I've just been so busy this last 2 or 3 months dealing with eBay, dealing with the construction side of things, etc. But I am currently here down at the new equestrian centre I'm building, and it's doing a good job. I'm cleared. There's about 2 acres here so far. I've the land cleared, and I'm working terribly hard on a new. Well, Darren, how are you? On a new field. This field was all stone one time. I've been working on it very hard. I know. Thank you, Kingsley. Welcome. This is the first live I've done in a very long time. I'm sort of proud to get myself back operational. It's been a while, but I'm walking down towards the digger. But I just wanted to show you the sheer scale of what I've cleared. This used to be all stone. This is the stone here. This is the nightmare that has been causing me problems. That's the gear there, stuck in the ground, but it comes out like butter, really. It's just a nightmare to get it all sort of scraped away and topsoiled again. So new gate over there, a new gate up there, and there you can see my mini digger up there. And I have all this all lined. It's a beautiful day for it, an absolutely stunning day. But I'm coming down to sort of finish off this last bit of land. I thought I'd do it live. It's been a while, 3 months. 3 months a long time. Maybe 2. Yeah, 3 months it's been. 12 weeks about since I've done my last live. And that's just because eBay kicked my arse. Absolutely kicked my ass. Strange question. Would you feel iffy about clearing a fairy tree? Yes, I would. There's a fairy tree down there, still down there. And I can assure you, it hasn't been touched. It has not been touched. I want to live. So, yeah. So I'm clearing this is a new ramp that I put in, a brand new ramp made out of all quarry stone. This is all brand new. This is all new land that's been formed by me. It's taken me about a week. I'm flipping between the cottage. Sean, welcome. I'm flipping between the cottage and this quarry dash now equestrian area. This is a new equestrian centre we're putting in. Beautiful sand school going down all the way down there. There's about 200 grand being spent on this property. And it's been in the making now for about a year and a half. We've got sheltering to do. So this is all new land. It's all been scraped back. And this used to be all just wild wind. An amazing place. I know some contractors would literally build around them the badge. Yeah, I would do the same now after what I was told. But look at this, guys. What a view. Look at this for a absolute gorgeous view. Look at this. I will stand on this stone here. And this is the neighbour's land here. This is the neighbour farmer. I've done a bit of clearing for him free of charge. But look at that for a view, guys. Just look. That is Belfast. I don't know if you could see it. You'd have to scroll in. But way over there. In fact, I'll scroll in for you. Is you ready? Look at this. There's Harlan Wolf. Can you see Harlan Wolf there, guys? The Harlan Wolf cranes. And if you scroll around, Stormont is... Where is she now? You can just about see the corner of Stormont. And I'll point Stormont, I can't really point that well, is just about there to the right of them two buildings. And there's just nothing going on here. There's the whole of Belfast, Titanic Quarter, and you see the lake as well, or you can see just about in the distance, you can see the Carrickfergus power station. But then you go scroll all the way across. Well, Leo, how are you? You just go straight across. I pull back to the normal thing, and that's Moira. Moira, there's Lisburn here. Lisburn's in front of these trees, but you go all the way around here and there's Moira, and there's my beautiful JCB, one of them anyway. I have 2 JCBs anymore. I've only got the one big one that I did not buy from the contractors, but or sorry, Denison's. I bought that directly from a contractor who had it serviced. It's a beautiful, beautiful digger. It's the older one, but yeah, all's good that ends well. I am really, really pleased to be a part of this project. I've nearly finished it now. Tomorrow I'm going back to the cottage. I've got 4 days of the cottage. By the way, just in case you wonder why I didn't have any films on or any YouTube clips on last week, it's because I broke my camera. My camera was broke. It got broke, and sadly, well, I got it fixed now. It's fixed and I'm back on top. So got lots of videos to do. I'm going to probably do a video of the clearing of the land here, but just look how much I have raised. This used to be just a waste of land. It used to be, and look at this. Come and have a look at this. I'll show you this. You got to see this, guys. You got to see this. Amazing. So it used to be just like this. The land used to be just bleh, like bleh, with just muck and a bit of stone underneath. So I started pulling out the bottom, and what did I find? It is so addictive. It's one of the most addictive things I've done in a digger. Come have a look at this. This is exciting times for me. I love this. It's if you see ahead, there's a load of stone there. Now this is great building stone. I couldn't believe how cool this stone actually is. This stone is look at this for gorgeous stone. I've been pulling this out, but what have I been pulling it out of? Come and see over here. Watch this. Look at this. Gorgeous. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I love this. This is basically like a massive slab of like a blue stone. But all you do is you just basically pull your digger claw here, and it comes out like hot butter, like a hot knife to butter, sorry. Look at that. Just look. I pulled that out with a digger, guys. This used to be a bank that used to go all the way down here. Now it is a wall of stone, and I just help myself to what I need for paving and that sort of stuff. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely gorgeous stone. You can build it for dry walls. It's square. It's like big giant bricks, and it's got this lovely tinge of rust on it. It's a lovely stone. I'm looking forward to selling that stuff. I may as well. I could actually probably bag that gear up and actually sell it for buildings. 50. Well, I think, what is it again, a bag? I actually think it's £200 a bag of this stuff. All you do is you basically put out the big stuff like this, and you more or less put it in a bag, and the stonemasons can cut it up into nice, beautiful squares. But it is gorgeous stone. I'm sitting, I think there is about a ton sitting there, maybe about 100 ton, 80 to 100 ton sitting there that I had happily done. I got this all fenced off as well. We had a lot of cattle getting in here, but I got major amounts of stone. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to say, I'm going to go and get on the digger, and I'm going to start clearing this land off. If you see all this land here, this is now to be seeded today. It's a beautiful day for it. It's a gorgeous day for seeding, and we're putting down a pony and horse seed. It's a special seed for horses, would you believe? That's why it's called pony and horse seed. Very expensive seed, but I'm to clear this whole area, get it all sort of finally shaped off, and don't put my tracks across it anymore. And I'm going to seed it today, but I'm going to be doing a clearing on a cottage over here. There's a beautiful cottage over there. It's the neighboring field. They've asked me to do the work for them, and I said yes. Of course, I love earning a bit of money. So I'm clearing a beautiful, I would say it's about 250-year-old. I'm clearing the area. So I'll do a live on that, and I'll probably do a video on that as well, of me clearing that cottage. Now, if you want heads up about what I'm doing in regards to my eBay, my other bits and pieces, I'm going to update you all very soon relatively soon with regards to what's been going on in my life in the last few weeks since I broke my camera. You guys haven't been able to sort of get any more update from me. You thought I'd died for the last week, but I haven't. I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still kicking ass. Anyway, I'm just going to go, look at that tree. I pulled that out with a digger in 2 seconds. Just straight out by the roots. The size of the bucket thing. And look at that big boulder. That's massive. I might keep it as some sort of, I don't know, standing stone. I don't know. And there's a big lump in here. This is all what I've been pulling out, guys. This is actually the remnants of what I've been pulling out of this land. And I'll show you. This is more or less the base of the ground, and this has come out from the ground. I've been pulling it all nice and clean back, but it has been a complete nightmare. This is all stone coming out of the land, and this land has been for a very long time irrelevant. It's just not been used, but now I'm turning it into equestrian products. So up there is a beautiful new winter field, and there's another winter field for a lone horse up there. And of course, this is going to be the spring and autumn field where I'm going to have grazing with a beautiful fine grass for the horses, specifically for the horse diet, which is good for their diet. So that's going to be done. I don't know if you remember, there's a video on the quarry that I was working on over there. That quarry is going to be pulled out by this gorgeous lump here. Look at that, guys. Come on. Come on, tell me what you think of that gorgeous big yellow lump. My favorite toy right now. It just is. Just my favorite toy. 14.5 ton of pure madness. Love it. And so I'm going to start up my engines, and I'm going to do a bit of scraping back. So once I clip on, guys, I won't be able to talk anymore. So appreciate you joining me. Appreciate you still being a regular subscriber. And I hope that, well, because we've now hitting 40,000. Is it 40,000 subscribers I've got? So, you know, I would like to say thank you to all those who have been active subscribers, and the 40,000th subscriber, I probably give them a gift. So I will look forward to that. We've got now 400 to go before 40,000. And I'm into this channel, remember, this is 12 months old, this channel. Hello from Oklahoma. How are you, Shirley? I'm from Northern Ireland, so welcome. So far away, so far. Okay, so I'm going to start working. So I'll chat to you soon, because I'll not be able to hear or see what you're doing, because you're right up to my face. So on the collar. So I'm putting the collar on. Here we go. We've clipped you in, and I am going to start digging. That's really it now. Dig, 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 dig. What a great machine. I love this girl. I love this girl. And there she starts. She's a 2000. This one here is a 2007. She's got now 8,000 hours on her, and she purrs like a kitten still. And I bought her for £27,000. It was my first ever digger that I've owned. But I have been putting her through her course this year with this equestrian area. It's kind of been off the radar in regards to my channel, because my eBay was, of course, the major part of my business. And eBay slapped me very hard for simply living in Northern Ireland and not being able to produce immediate deliveries because I'm so far away from the rest of the United Kingdom. But they've now changed the rules, of course. eBay changed the rules once they realized they've knocked the crap out of people and went, oh, we've just lost 10,000 customers today. And then they realized it's their own stupidity, where they kept on cutting people off, including people like me, who has been a trainer with eBay since eBay started, 24 years. And they cut me out, sadly, of eBay, banned my channel, and referred to me as a fraudster. Yet I was one of the leading YouTubers behind eBay, promoting the eBay way, even though sometimes eBay were, to be honest with you, terrible in their decision making, and which they are. They sometimes have no understanding of the real world when they sit in their ivory towers, eBay, and they send, you know, their whatever they call them. They send their, I don't know what you call them, YouTube commenters to try and defend eBay's righteous path, when, to be honest with you, eBay are, to me, sometimes the most unrighteous companies I've ever had pleasure of dealing with. Now, saying that, years ago they used to be a brilliant company. They used to be so class, and I was conditioned. I believe that I was conditioned to be dealing with eBay, and eBay should have realized that. When you're conditioned, when after a certain amount of years you're doing eBay sales, and you don't know anything different, eBay should have cherished that and realized there is no better customer than a customer who is conditioned to be a customer. And I had a funny feeling that they think that they can just still get customers in when people like Vinted and Amazon, and there are just so many other competitors now. And sometimes eBay think they're bigger than they actually are, and think they're more irreplaceable than they actually are, which is, to be honest with you, a disgrace. But I have been working government to give me my trade IP marks for the new competition that I have with my business. This is what I do. This is not what I do professionally. This is my own hobby. This is what I refer to as a millionaire's hobby, is being able to play with his own fields and make more money by turning them into little equestrian centers. And at the end of the day, it's not a money-making exercise, but I intend to have about 20 to 30 horses on it, and hopefully get a sand school in, which will cost me $100,000. And I was going to maybe consider getting a riding track as well. Not that I know much about horses. I really don't care. All I care about is making money. And if I've got the land and I feel that the land is good for horses, it's a great place. So as you can see, I'm scraping this girl back, and it's a lovely day for it, guys. It's just, the sun is just in a great place. It's French weather, I call this, where south of France is just absolutely, I think the temperature's roughly about 15 to 18, and it's a beautiful bright sunny day, and the skies are blue, and I'm enjoying myself. I love playing with this. Is, if I was ever not to be a millionaire entrepreneur, it would be a digger, man. It would be a digger, man. I love this type of job. I just love doing it. Anyone that is digger people, they understand what I mean. There's something just beautiful about being able to change the land to a better way. And you got to learn. I mean, there is engineering to this. Any digger man will tell you, they're civil engineers. I think that's what you call them. I would call myself a hobbyist digger person, because that's what I am. Because the idea really is to become a hobbyist farm owner eventually, and turn as many acres as I possibly can muster and buy into a beautiful farm, like a Northern Irish Jeremy Clarkson, if anyone knows who they are, who is. I want to be a Northern Irish Jeremy Clarkson. I'm as fat as him, and sometimes I am as foolish as him as well. So that'll be my inspiration, to follow Mr. Clarkson. Great guy. Anyway, so what have you guys been up to? I hope you've had a good weekend. I hope that everything has been going smoothly for you in your lives. If you understand, I also have a mentoring program who I can offer help to anyone who wants to start a business, both advice and money. I give money to my mentors. I tend not to advertise that too much, because I don't particularly want people thinking that they're able to get money for nothing. They have to work for it and earn it. But I have a mentoring program that's very successful. We have about 10 people on my program. They don't pay me a penny for being mentored. They don't have to pay me, well, they don't pay me any money at all. And that's the way I like it. I'm not there to make money of them. I want them to make money with my advice. And it's successful. There are people that have come and gone in my mentoring program that are complete users, and I give them enough rope to hang themselves, but it doesn't affect me. Some people have taken thousands off me, and all I got was a thank you at the end of the 5 weeks, which is, I suppose that's enough. But I've got lots of good people that still stay with me, and they're in my group, which is the Inner Circle. If you want to join it, it's on my YouTube channel. You can find it by going to, if I remember, it's in the profile, and the membership of the Inner Circle. Just become a silver member. It costs £3 to get in. Once you've got in, you can then unsubscribe on your £3. It's only really £3 to make sure that you're a legitimate person. I kind of want to keep it that way. So anyway, I'm scraping this back to its last amount of soil. I've run out of soil now. I had to scrape the top part, the good part of the land, and I've been scraping it down the field. And all I'm doing is I'm simply putting a nice drainage point in. It's all shored already. There's channels of stone already under the ground. They're now buried. That allows the water to escape pretty quickly. And again, guys, this is not a profession. This is a hobby. This is what I do in my spare time. And because I'm not down at the cottage today, I decided to get into my big digger and play with my toy. But if you've not heard from me and I keep on talking about this and you're still on the live, sorry for repeating myself. I will repeat myself. I haven't been doing any videos because my actual camera was broken. I have it now fixed, and I will be doing a video today and putting it up tonight with an apology for the fact that my camera was broken. It got broke in the cottage, and sadly that ended the last week's filming. So that's why I'm doing a live today. I'm doing a live just to chat to you, and again, sorry if I'm ignoring you guys, because the live camera is right up by my chin, so that you can see what I'm doing, like an eye-on vision. You see what my eyes are seeing, and I can't see your texts, I'm afraid. So I apologize for not responding, but whoever's there, welcome. Be it the fans, be it the regular subscribers or the super members, welcome and welcome and welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. So I'm about to hit 40,000 subscribers, which is not bad for a 52-year-old fat bloke who I think is quite boring, but 40,000 of you don't think so. And a lot of you still very much log into my channel every week, and I appreciate your loyalty to my channel and to the brand. Yeah, I intend to give lots more rewards as I continue to grow the channel, such as payouts for people. So it's important for you guys to realize that loyalty to me does pay. If you're local, you can happily get involved with me as a business person. If you want to be gifted with any levels of entrepreneurship, or you want to be helped anyway, this is where your loyalty will work to my channel. So I'm doing a lot of M's, actually. I'm saying a lot of M's. That's not like me. I'm normally very good at just talking on, and I sit and talk shite all the time, which a lot of you subscribers already know, especially you regulars. But there's a couple of people I've noticed that since I've not been doing the lives, you've not come in, and I understand why. The lives are very important, I understand that, but sadly I just didn't have the time. It's just been an absolute nightmare for me, trying to make sure that eBay was being repaired. It was a major slap to my business. eBay branding me a fraudster and refusing to allow me to do the nearly £1 million of sales per year that we had since last year. Now we're down to only £250,000 of sales with eBay. So that's a terrible loss. We've had to pay off a lot of staff, and I do intend to grow it back. but not with eBay. I intend to do some major changes, such as open up my own platform, very similar to eBay. It is working currently. It has programmed to a certain degree, but it is going to be a phenomenal journey for me. I didn't particularly want to start a new eBay platform at my time of year or my time of life. I simply wanted to just do some digger, do a bit of odd YouTubing, you know. But eBay forced my hand to build a alternative for all the people that are affected by their terrible, aloof and aboveness behavior, which I think is disgusting. I don't think that's a way anyone should do business. eBay deserves nothing other than business loss for their behavior, and they've not been remotely interested in talking to me. And people say, oh, they're not interested in me, but you know, when they give someone with only 20,000 subscribers a business award for being a great eBayer and ban me when I have 4,000 and I was talking about how greedy they are, you know, they are watching me, guys, and I know they're watching me, and I know that they do not like me as an eBayer, because I call them, and I won't lick their balls. I just will not promote them if they're not worth the promoting. If they get their game face on and do their job and show how much they care about sellers, then we will have a great relationship, I believe. But until then, you know, I'm their enemy and they are mine. They killed my business, so I will try my hardest to kill theirs. And that's the way it is in business, the way I see it. I will hold no apology from wanting to end them. Either if I've taken 10,000 customers off them, that's enough. If they've lost reputation, that's good for me. They deserve to lose reputation. So yeah, I'm not taking it personally. One of the comments said in my YouTube channel, get over it, you're banned. Well, no, I don't do that. I refuse to accept to be put down. That's why I am who I am. You know, there's been so many people in my life that have put me down. That's probably the reason why I do what I do. And I say what I say, because I hate putting up and shutting up. I'm going to be one of them guys that if I end up in a dictatorship, I'm going to be one of them boys that'll be sent off to the gulag or to the prisons, because I will not submit to any regime or any conformity. I don't conform. I'm an omega male. I sit outside the system. As far as I'm concerned, anyone that tells me the rules have to realize they've got a fight on their hands. That's the way I see it, especially if the rules are unreasonable. So being banned for being a dodgy person is a disgrace. I've never been dodgy in my life. I've never done anyone out of money, other than the ones that people do that deserve it. There are a lot of people that think they deserve money, especially from me, and they don't deserve it. They don't get it. They don't get paid, especially when they've done me harm. And I'm sure you guys will feel the same as well. As a multimillionaire, you know, I like to think that I'm quite a humble man. Yes, I am very successful. Yes, my assets are continually growing every year on year. My rental assets are now sitting at 3.7 million, which is a phenomenal growth. But I do not depend on it. I do not bank on it. And I certainly won't trust it, because I know that in times gone by, prices of properties go up as well as down. And if you start banking on it, that's when the banks have got you by the balls. Well, you've got a loan there, Mr. Castle, of £1 million, and you know, your assets are not the worth, the value. If you don't put them up, we're taking your houses off you. So I've had that all before, and I will refuse to ever get a loan ever again. I try not to get finance on my company at the minute. That 3.7 million of assets that belong to me and my property is my own and private investors, and that's the way of it. That's the way it stays at the minute, while we have such a troubled UK government who don't across from their fucking elbow. And that's as well, they're talking about this new property tax. There's a new property tax supposed to be coming out, another tax on top of the property. So if you own a house in the UK, they already tax you, which is called council tax, but they're now saying there's a new one coming out called property tax, which is 0.54%. So 5% of your value of your property. So if you own a property worth £1 million, that £1 million will be taxed £50,000 a year for the pleasure of owning a £1 million house, which will bankrupt the economy. But the socialist government, the communist government, is what you call them, because they are communist. Communism is what they are. That's what they stand for, communism. And it seems to be their dead keen to wreck society. And the police state, the police will do as they're told, and they will be commanded to oppress society. And the civil servants who work in the Inland Revenue, and the civil servants who work in the rates office, and all the tax offices and the councils, they're there to oppress the people as well. That's what they're paid to do, as civil servants. That's why they've asked for so many more government workers recently. In Northern Ireland, 45% of the UK, or of Northern Ireland's economy, is paid for by the government. And the cars in the UK, are now nearly half of disabled cars. That's what it is now. That's the new rate. So if you're disabled, 1 in 2 cars in the United Kingdom are now disabled cars, paid for by the British government. That's an indicator why our economy's gone to shit. You know, there's so many people who are disabled, allegedly, and well, it's destroying the economy. It's destroying our businesses. You know, they still ask for more tax from us, and you know, I would be very tempted to get out eventually if the continuation of taxation and fining and prosecution and harsh states of policing continues. I would be leaving this economy, sadly. I love this country, but I will not be oppressed, and I will take my money elsewhere, my economic drive elsewhere. I won't go to Dubai because I don't like what we refer to as Muslim states. I don't like that level of autonomy, Sharia law, and that sort of stuff. But I do enjoy places. Cottage. It's a cottage. It's a cottage that was built in the 1700s, and it was been lived in for the last 30 years, 40 years, and now it's being refurbished by me. I'm fully refurbishing it, gutting the whole inside walls, put a brand new floor in to regulation, because it needs to be regulation for heat retention. And yeah, take a look at the channel. I've got about 7 videos. No, I've got 8 videos now up on the cottage. It's at a really class watermill, which also does, it used to be a flax mill. If anyone knows what a flax mill is, it's linen. It's a linen mill. I bought it for £135,000 cash, and it was one of the best purchases I ever in my life. Yes, it'll cost me another $1 million to do it up, but who cares? I love it. I love restoring properties. I love putting properties back to be. And it's a beautiful September day. Only a couple of days to my birthday. I'm going to be a big 43 soon. I'm super excited about it. 43? What am I talking about? 43, 53. 43. Yeah, right. 43. Oh, I'm funny. I wish I was 43 again, actually. If I was 43 again, would I do it again? Would I do what I done and the mistakes I made again? I think yes. I would make all the same mistakes, because if it wasn't for the mistakes, I wouldn't have become the strong character that I am today. Mistakes are vital. It grows you. Only if you learn from it. If you cower from your mistakes and you don't recognize your true person while you're making them mistakes, you'll never learn. As you become old and you're still a fool, well, that's because you've never listened to yourself and you never listened to your life. So, and I'm writing a book as well. I've been working on the book for a while now, and some of the things I've written are extremely important to me. And hopefully, when the book is released, it will be a great book for people to take my advice on how to be a successful human. Because remember, it's not about money. Success is not money driven. To me, it's not. This is success. Being able to get into a digger and dig a big hole and put a big stone in said big hole. Look at this big, massive hole. Look, in you go. There you go, mate. I'm just going to push you down here. Put that in the back. There we go. Bury that lovely stone, sadly. And that is success. To me, this is what success is. It's not always, money does, I mean, it is important. Money is vital to your life. If I didn't have money, I couldn't do this. I couldn't sit here and just fiddle with my digger. Fiddle with my digger. Anyway, but success is being able to, number one, be healthy, be mind healthy, because that's one thing that I had. I didn't have a very healthy mind for a long time. I suffered massively from depression due to previous trauma as a kid. I blamed society for everything that went wrong, and I didn't blame myself. But now I'm a much different person. So my book's going to be it's going to be known as 10-10, 10 years, 10 rules. It should be actually called 10-10-10 because there are 10 years, 10 rules, and 10 sub-rules. And these rules are how to succeed in life. Rule number one is one of the nicest rules ever. Rule number one is a rule on strength. How to stay strong when the world is falling to shit. How to stay strong when, you know, you're getting bills in through the door and you just don't want to look at the bills and you don't want to deal with it. I realize that in my life that strength has been one of the biggest things that has carried me forward. So I'm currently going to go through a legal battle very soon with another entrepreneur who screwed me out of £15,000, which I'm very disappointed in. I'm disappointed in him. They offered to mentor me and I paid them 15 grand for mentoring. Of course, everyone of wealth needs mentoring. And I asked for mentoring on how to grow this channel. 10 minutes mentoring and I was down 15 grand for the pleasure of doing it. And afterwards, guy fucked off to Dubai, excuse my language, messed off to Dubai. And he basically left me with a 15 grand hole in a very, very limited value to my to the money that I paid him for the value of service that I got. So I'm going to sue him. After this call, I'm making a call to my solicitor and I'm going to start procedures to recover my money that I paid him for one-on-one mentoring by a guy who had no intention to mentor me, just wanted my money. And it takes strength to be able to go to this person and say, you've screwed me over, and have the strength that you use and challenge yourself to be able to command the conversation and deal with the nonsense and the accusations that will fly from this person to try and keep that money, because that's the idea. Anyone that does something for nothing are going to be the ones that will fight for it. They will spend more time fighting to keep the money that they stole from you than someone who honestly earned it and believes that they should pay some of it back because they didn't honestly earn it. And I'm going to sadly make a point of it, and I'm probably also going to document it publicly on my channel, and it's going to embarrass a certain entrepreneur who has a very good reputation. Well, has he? You know, I've looked up and there has been court cases with him. So I'd say that if I challenge a public challenge, I'd say the man will pay me back with immediate effect. I'm hoping that would be the case, but we will see. Anyway, listen, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. I'm going to thank you for your time. I'm going to remove you from my clip so I can see who's been talking and how many people are here. There may not be many people, I don't know. How do you get off the clip? Let's just see. There we are, we're off. Oh, there's 84 people watching me. Wow, that's not bad for our first level. Goodness me. Wow. Thank you, Craig. Welcome to the channel. Johnny, welcome to the channel. Who else is in and said hello? Chris, welcome. Good to see you again, Chris. Gavin, welcome. Chris again. Shirley. The top 5, welcome very much. Lots of people, but thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. But I'm going to say goodbye. It is low fuel, so I need to go and get myself some more fuel for this girl. But as you see, there's been a lot of scraping back going on, and I've been talking quite well, I think. Thank you very much for joining me. Remember, guys, we are we're coming back with a new couple of videos on the cottage. I'm going to be doing a video today on what's happened here on my land, scraping back the land for an equestrian centre. But please remember to stay subscribed and remember to comment. It's got very quiet in the comments and I'm sitting eating my dinner going, oh, there's not many people talking to me at the minute. So remember, I do answer all the comments. I spend a lot of time talking to you all, and I love your feedback and I love your ideas and your suggestions for the route of my channel. But I wish you all a great Monday and good luck for the future. And if anybody needs remember, I'm there in the inner circle. You can join my inner circle anytime. It's there. It only costs £3 on YouTube, and then afterwards you can desubscribe from it. But I welcome everything you've done over the last year. 40,000 subscribers and a complete journey it has been. So thanks for everything, and I'll see you soon, guys.